All right, we're gonna do the inspection step. So I started asking questions, but we were talking about the roof. Since you guys are gonna own the roof, what were you saying about the roof?
It's an old tar and gravel.
Okay.
And it's pretty old. I mean, it's got some repair signs along the west side of it. Somebody's been up there patching and repairing, but you can see where a lot of the material, and you'll see pictures in the report where it's actually buckled and blistered.
Okay.
And it looks pretty old. So I'm going to say in the next probably 5 years or so, you're going to have to deal with it.
So it's not like an immediate thing. Does it need maintenance right now, and it goes along,
There's
or is
really
it?
not much. I mean, you can have somebody go up there and reseal, but I mean, you know, you're going to kind of chase your tail because it's like, you know what I mean? It's that.
So you sort of need to
age.
plan for at some point this whole thing needs to be redone.
I would say.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And you're thinking 4 to 5 years sort of period of time.
Again,
Yeah.
it just depends.
You're
And
not
it's tar
held.
and
You're
gravel.
not held to this. It's totally not held to
because
this.
it's tar and gravel, and I can't see the covering, so it's most of it's covered, and I can only see the exposed spots. Where I
Right.
can see through, you know, underneath the tar and gravel, and those are the spots that I see alligatoring or a lot of cracking and stuff.
Okay.
So that's what kind of tells me it's pretty old.
And if they do work on that, they take the gravel off. They just redo that whole roof, and then they put more gravel on
Yeah,
top.
they'll take
as
the
a-
gravel off. They'll actually take all the roofing material off. They'll
Okay.
take it down to the wood, and then they'll redo wood depending on what they want. You know, what I see mostly out here is a lot of foam roofs, urethane, which is popular because these older roofs like this with tar and gravel, it gets a little warm.
I see.
When you have foam, it gives you about an extra 1.5 inch layer of insulation, and that's why it's real popular. So when I look around, most of their houses all have foam on it.
Okay. So maybe it's
And then
change it.
again, they'll take all the material off. They'll spray the foam right onto the deck, and that the only thing with that is about every 4 or 5 years you have to recoat it with
Right.
elastomeric paint. But it seals extremely well, it insulates well, and it lasts a good long time out here. It's a very, very good product.
Okay. I was going to say AC. Since we're up on the roof talking about it, you had mentioned that the AC is actually fine.
It works okay. The cover was off. I put the cover back on, but I'm assuming somebody just lost the fasteners. They didn't put the fasteners on. There's a couple of issues up there with the disconnect. It's not supposed to be mounted on an access panel. The conduit going to it needs to be replaced. But the unit itself is from 2000. It's about 18 years
18
old.
years old.
It's a 4-ton. It's a rugged unit. It worked okay. It pulled temperature okay. But it is an older unit. If they get a home warranty, you might want to keep your home warranty up.
Okay.
The furnace is 2004, so that's 14 years old. It works fine, but that's been replaced, you know, a little newer than the unit on the roof.
Okay.
Water heater is only a couple years old.
I noticed
just
that
replaced
looks brand new. It's got the pan. It's got all the little bells and whistles. So.
Yep. A couple of little issues with it, but overall it's really in pretty good shape. Electrical panel was, even though it's older, it was good shape. I didn't think there was anything in there. There's no GFIs, ground fault circuit interrupters.
Okay.
In the bathrooms, in the garage. That's what they were required when this was built. Since then, we recommend upgrading them and putting them in the kitchen, but they at least need to be put in the bathrooms and the garage, and that's not a big deal. That's a matter of changing some outlets to a GFI outlet.
Okay. So not a big thing. And you were saying pretty much it's real clean except for sliders are kind
Yeah,
of
a lot of the
problematic.
sliding glass door handles are loose and damaged, and they don't lock right, and you know the sliding screens a lot of them don't roll right, but that's all maintenance stuff. I mean,
Right.
it's kind of, I mean, honestly, for the age of it, it's really pretty good shape. I mean, it's really not, to me, I mean, for coming to Cathedral Canyon Country Club, it's actually pretty clean. This is actually a fairly clean report for me.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's
So that'll put it in perspective, because I know they get the report and go, oh my gosh, it looks, no, it's just,
You have to
it's just
mention
how
all
I
these
inspect.
things. Okay. So you're
I
going to
have
be
to
real
put it in
particular in
perspective,
there.
because I get that a lot, and it's like, oh no, it looks like the house is going to fall. No, it's just, I'm pretty picky.
Is there anything that will stand out or would stand out as you're like, I would probably have them address this?
Like GFIs, I mean, that's a safety thing. I mean, I don't know if they're willing to do any repairs, but that's something that even when this was built, they were required.
Okay.
They should have been.
And I look at that as like this super small thing because it's
Yeah.
something you could do so easily
Yeah.
yourself. So if that's that big ticket
The door
item,
going into the garage that has a loose hinge, so it's rubbing. So there's a door stop on it. It needs to be taken off, and then it needs to be adjusted, but it does self-close and self-latch. But no, it's all pretty minor stuff.
So there's no like, are there any leaks under?
I didn't see any
anything?
leaks. I see water damage under the cabinets in the hall bath and in the master bath. Looks
Okay.
like they had previous leaks, and there's
Okay.
water damage underneath there. But no, I don't see anything. And the same thing in the furnace closet. There's water damage. It's probably from nothing
Past
now.
stuff? Okay.
Yeah, over the last 30, 40 years, I mean, something leaked at some point. But because it's old and brown and rusted, and you know, it's not a current thing.
Okay.
But overall, I'd say it's fairly clean.
So Kim had said, "Oh, please take pictures of the cracking that's outside." Do you want to just give a little lowdown of what
On the
cracking you
concrete?
saw? Yeah, is it important? Is it just settling cracking? What is?
It's more than likely. I mean, concrete's guaranteed to do one thing. It's guaranteed to crack. And I would say it's pretty minimal. And more than likely, it's just from settlement.
Okay.
I don't see anything. If it was lifted or displaced or anything like that, then I'd be a little more worried. You do have one spot in the garage where it's displaced a little bit by the laundry area over there. But a lot of times that's just settlement. It just settles down like that.
Well, we are built on sand, so I
Yeah,
guess.
and that's usually what happens. So, garage door opener was fine. Garage door, I mean, most everything actually, like I said, it's actually in pretty good shape.
Okay, and water pressure's okay. That
Yeah,
seemed
water pressure was
alright.
fine. Plumbing, yeah, nothing. There was a hose bib up front that's leaking. They got a hose on it, but it's leaking. But that's a simple fix.
And that actually may be the HOA. Some of these things on the outside, you never
Oh.
quite know what's going to happen. Since,
That would be nice.
the roof seems like it, the homeowner covers it, but a lot of times the outside stuff like paint
I
and all
thought it
other
would
stuff.
be HOA, but again, I don't
Some of them
know.
don't do that.
Yeah.
So,
Like I said, because
ours
when I look
does.
around, all the other ones are foam, and this is like really the only one that's still tar and gravel.
Yeah.
So I would think if it was association, this would be foam.
Be the same.
also. Yeah, it would be the same. So, but,
This is like a snowflake. It's special. It's different.
well, I mean, like I said, for the age of it and being fairly, I mean, the kitchen's redone and stuff, but it's really pretty clean. The list will probably make it look worse than it actually is.
Okay. Well, and see, that's good to hear because you always get that black
yeah.
and white copy, and you're like, oh my god.
In this case, like I said, that's the way it is. And if they need to talk to me, I'd be happy to tell them the same thing.
Okay. Well, great.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, sir.
Well, thank you, Bill. Totally
problem.
appreciate it.
No problem.
Okay, I'm gonna turn off.